Hello and welcome to the Mega Byte for March 5th, 2020. I'm your host, Brian Gavados, and here's what we have in store for you on this, our very first episode. Coming up, just what the heck is this podcast all about anyway? Getting to know the new Office apps for mobile, all about the Surface Pro X, and updates from the training team. All that coming up in this episode of the Mega Byte. I know what you're thinking. Oh, great. Another thing I need to check for product news and training info. Isn't Expert Zone and Facebook, email, and the horse-drawn carriage enough? Well, hey, first of all, stop being so sarcastic. Geez. And secondly, our field team survey shows that podcasts are many people's preferred way to consume info. So we're launching this show as a means for you, dear listener. Yes, you. To effortlessly learn about what's new with Microsoft at retail, what to expect in terms of new training resources, and gain insights from interviews with key individuals within Microsoft who affect our jobs in the field. This is the Mega Byte, not the whole meal. And so our aim here is to make this show so simple, so straightforward, and so downright valuable that the episodes will be something you genuinely look forward to. A lofty goal, I know, but one which I'm confident we can deliver on. So thanks for joining us, and let's get started. Office in your pocket. Office on mobile just changed big time style. Look, we know that OneDrive is a huge driver for folks buying Office 365, in part because of that terabyte of storage that keeps their photos, videos, and documents backed up and accessible from whatever they have in their pocket. But what about the benefits beyond OneDrive storage? What, for example, are the Office apps like to use on mobile devices? Well, there is a new Office app in town. Any guesses on what it's called? Okay, here's a hint. It's called Microsoft Office. And listen to me when I tell you that it is gorgeous. It's Word, Excel, and PowerPoint unified. This means you can now tell your customers that with one single app, they can access all their recent documents, sign a PDF, scan a document, even extract text from a picture. No need to fumble through separate apps. Everything Office is in one place. Try it for yourself. It's available right now. Go to the Apple App Store or Google Play Store and search for Microsoft Office, and it'll pop right up with all its sleek and modern wondrousness. And since you're a trusty listener who tunes in for the extra juicy info, I'll let you in on a feature coming soon to the Office mobile experience. Imagine, for example, if you had a few bullet points just jotted down on your phone with some ideas for an upcoming project or presentation. Just some bullet points. Wouldn't it be something if those bullet points could magically transform into a PowerPoint presentation, complete with theme, structure, and icons, all from your phone or tablet? Well, stay tuned, because that feature is just around the corner for our Office 365 customers. Now let's talk Surface Pro X. Of all the new Surface family members, Surface Pro X definitely needs the most understanding. The key, of course, focus on its strengths, not its weaknesses. Now that may sound obvious, but you'd be surprised what we're hearing from the field. We don't say, for example, here's the Surface Laptop 3. It cannot detach from its keyboard, and also it doesn't come with Photoshop pre-installed. Do you want one? So why then would we ever introduce Surface Pro X by explaining what it doesn't do instead of what it does? Think about all the customers you've been interacting with all week. Consider their jobs, lifestyles, families, frustrations, needs. Do they use Outlook, edit photos, work from home? Work from the road, watch Netflix, stream music, do homework, sketch pictures, use an iPad or Android tablet, give presentations? If they do any combination of these things, the Surface Pro X might not be a good fit for them. It might be a perfect fit for them. Surface Pro X runs a full version of Windows 10, and it's optimized to perform quickly using a custom SQ1 processor developed with Qualcomm. This means you can multitask with full versions of the desktop Office apps, virtually any app from the Microsoft Store, and even apps like Photoshop and Illustrator, all while working from anywhere using the built-in LTE options. So be sure to partner with your associates in the mobile department to make sure every Surface Pro X customer walks out fully connected. Alright, so what's the fine print here? What do you need to know to make sure a customer isn't unhappy with their Surface Pro X? Well, it is simple, okay? If your customer uses 64-bit applications like professional video editing or 3D modeling software, they're going to want something more like a Surface Pro 7 or a Surface Book 2. The Surface Pro X does not support 64-bit software, but the good news is companies like Adobe are already optimizing their key apps like Photoshop, Illustrator, and InDesign to run flawlessly on a Surface Pro X. Cool, right? Feel confident recommending Surface Pro X to customers who will get the most out of it, especially those who work from the road. Now, a couple quick updates in terms of training resources and assets coming to you. In the arena of gaming, Bleeding Edge comes out in late March, and our own Josh Bassetti from the Xbox team will walk you through everything you need to know about this highly anticipated title in just 3 minutes. Look for the video on Expert Zone called Critical Update Bleeding Edge. Okay, since seeing is believing, check out the Surface Pro X Day in the Life video on either the US Expert Zone Facebook group or look for the course on Expert Zone to see what it's like to actually use the Surface Pro X in several real-world situations. And finally, for more on how Office apps work across different devices like iOS, Windows, Android, and even Chromebook, look up the course titled Office 365 Working Across All Your Devices on Expert Zone. On the next episode of the Mega Byte, so each month we're hoping to dedicate an episode to an interview with a key person within the mighty halls of Microsoft who's had an impact on our jobs at retail. So, on the next episode of the Mega Byte, I'll be talking with Stephanie Millette from the Microsoft US Retail Channel Marketing Team, it's a mouthful, to gain some insights on the world of Microsoft at retail from the inside. What? No, it can't be. It is! Look at that! We did it! That just about does it for this week's episode. And hey, for all of us on the training team, I'm Brian Gavados, and I hope you found this very first episode of the Mega Byte to be worth your time. Do send your feedback. We are setting up an email address for this podcast officially, but until then, just shoot me your notes directly at v-bergova@microsoft.com. v-bergova@microsoft.com. I look forward to chatting with you later this month on the next episode. But for now, let's get back to empowering every person and organization on the planet to achieve more. Until then,